Hi everyone, this is Empress, and I'm online because I'm looking at some concerns in regarding the situation. And we all know very well that there are a lot of conflicts and problematic matters going on with this family and all these so-called lovers who think that they're actually in my life when none of them have appeared in my life ever since the very beginning. And many of these people are in authority of the government, such as federal or maybe even political. And it's very surprising what the outcome of this has come to the point where, you think that I would be dealing with people who are abnormal, but it seems like more people in the government are actually in this situation, and a lot of them have broken their authority. They've broken their authority for the job that they didn't honor. They broke their authority within our government of the United States. They've broken their promise to the people here in our United States and through our government system and our law system and even our court system. And many of you think I don't know what's going on, but I know this inheritance legacy and people in the government who are under this agency. Many of these people have taken this situation. It's been in Congress for several years. And as for myself, in learning and discovering how far they have taken this trust is so unbelievable. You know, for myself, I thought it was just a simple inheritance, but when I take a look at my DNA background, it's just amazing how powerful all my ancestors were and how they struggled even through the political system. It really is a tough battle when you're in the government or federal or even our society trying to battle people who just don't make sense to the belonging of the government. It's very outrageous, what we see and what we hear and what we learn. But in this matter, I am truly, stunned on how many people in this certain matter in regards to this situation, how many of them are in the government. And I know through my DNA, my whole ancestry is in the government, and it's very, very powerful to know something like this when I never did before. And a lot of this situation is coming out also with politicians that know about this and have only denied it or trying to protect, the cover up of Miss Archuleta and others who have involved themselves in wrongdoing in the system. It's very disappointing and sad to see how there are some, I said some politicians that are not worthy to serve our country any longer. We as people, have heard very bad things and chronicle moments in this matter with regarding a inheritance and settlement and people trying to, you know, claim money with child support and just lying to the court system and lying to the government in regards to being in an involvement with me when I've never even seen these people in my whole life. And I want to clarify that they only say things through their thought. They know that they have lied, and they claim that they know me or met me and never have met me. They have been living a fantasy land, a mind of just a fantasy of trying to reach a person to benefit and use actually, and it's very offensive because I'm a woman and I've tolerated many of these men and in regards to a relationship and it's really broken because I've never even met these people, and even though we've been on a spiritual journey, I've seen a lot of things through vision in regards to many of these people and their true colors. They have been living a fantasy world, and part of that fantasy world is wishing for a title or wishing for a better life, and we all want that, but I am not here for no title or the money or anything, which I could use, but I'm not here not only for that. I'm here because there have been a lot of things in regards to these people mismanaging my money or spending it like they like doing. The point is that they are just a big waste when it comes to this money because they use it all in the wrong way and they abuse it, and most of it they abuse it through their own authority and because they have access to take advantage of this kind of matter, even if I was never there to to do anything, because I have never been in this matter or this scenario with this family on a reality sense, We've been on this journey in regards to a spiritual journey that is notified me by God to what people have brought into our country and things that they have built, and wants me to see the system the way it has turned out to be. And from my knowledge, I have discovered several things in regards to Miss Archuleta that is just very, very wrong, you know, especially when it comes to our government and how she has handled certain matters in the government, especially in regards to foster care and the system and child support and abusing and using, you know, insurance fraud to benefit her way through the years as well as everyone else. And it has come to many points of view that several people in regards to her family and people in the government have been given many privileges and have overindulged in this money, which has been a waste. And when I speak of a waste, we see how our life, our world is going in conflict with other countries, and we see our world going into conflict and poverty around our world, and people struggling. You know, even people who are well off are starting to be affected by this situation in regards to our United States with Biden and the other politicians, you know. That's one area that is just booming really, really hard on us, you know, at this time. But what I'm dealing with as a person and dealing with this biological mother who was part of Obama's department in 2013 and 15, you know, Miss Archuleta has achieved, you know, this woman used money that belonged to me, which it's the point of her building herself up. And it's not the money, it's how this person impersonates herself to be, you know. From what I've seen, she's impersonated herself to be a hardworking woman who's been with her family and she's out to help people and children. And for my statement in regards to this is that Miss Archuleta is not who she exactly is. In reality, she's just an imposter and impersonating another person's life. And it has created her mentality to be in a unstable manner in regards to her actions and the ways that she has presented to me. And the matter of this point is that this lady has constantly, for as long as I've been on this journey, 4 years, she has only been a harasser and a bully, you know, and maybe not only to me, but to other people. But what I've seen, this lady is just a very lost soul, a very lost person who have only enabled negative things for our country and has built very negative, bad businesses that have now been shown through spirit and how things have gone for several years. And in my case and in my heart, you know, there's a very, very powerful government here. There really is. But, when our government is blindsided by people who work in the authority and have ill intentions for our country, they need to be removed. And what concerns me is that there are higher authorities out there who have the power and the idea of what they could do, you know? And, many of these people are either afraid to take her down or don't understand what she has really done, especially this Congress. I'm not sure if the Congress is aware of this, but I really feel that they do know of this person and this woman, and it's a time for this person to be removed from any agency that has only caused problems within our system, problems within our foster care, problems through our medical and our government. Everything has been damaged. A lot of our systems now are like really locked down because of a lot of fraud, a lot of schemes, a lot of trickery, a lot of lies, And the power of our government is that we cannot be blindsided anymore, even within our own government. We have one country to take care of, and that has to bring, and it has to be brought up to the attention of other people in the government that we don't want it this way no more. We don't want it this way for the elderly. We don't want this anymore for children who do need it. We don't need this kind of people in authority that only want to kill our elderly people and poison our children with with fake programming. A lot of narcissistic people feed their children with poisoned words and poisoned things and brainwashes their brains that they can't do nothing in life. And this biological mother has shown that she's that type of person. And she doesn't understand maybe the consequences of what she has done to her own self or her own children or other extended family members in regards to ill will situations that has only inflicted on children that she takes care of or of other people's children. There's been a lot of things going on in regards to children being burnt or sacrificed. And this is not what we want in our government. Our children need to live being a children, not adults at 10 years old, not adults at 12 or 15, because they're not adults. There's a lot of adults out there that really seem to not even care about their own children when they're so inflated with being wealthy and being big-headed because of what they have or they don't have. But, there's a lot of children out here and a lot of people in this world that need help, especially our government. And I find this lady, Ms. Archuleta, in the political situation, all she has done is withheld money, and that money could be used at this time for families who really need it. And I'm tired of her. She refuses to release my money to me. She refuses to release important documents. She fails to release other things in this matter. And I point this on her because it's been all about what she has done in the past and what she had access to during the time of the data security breach, where many people through our system with OPM was lost because of hacking. She was responsible for that department where she was Office of Personnel Management. But at this time, she continues to work under the government and uses an inheritance that was actually mine, and she refuses to even communicate about anything in regards to this. And there has not been no communication, and this lady doesn't intend to. She prefers to leave it this way because she doesn't want to face me the way she should have done years ago. And it's real hard to say what's going to come out of this. The only thing they want to do is duress. They want to force a person into a false marriage that I never agreed to or accepted because I've explained myself too many times, and I ain't going to be forced into any fraudulent marriage just for she could claim money and get money from this to continue her foster care operation with others. And what they've done with this foster care has been the most abusive in history. And it's really sad. It's really sad that I had to face this bullshit, the mess that she has done, just to get my freaking money. It's really ridiculous. And she doesn't see any of this. She doesn't see the truth. She doesn't see the reality of the outcome of this matter because she only wants to keep everything only for herself. And it's just way too much. A person like this has only faked who she really is. And, she's taken enough time in my life, and I'm not going to deal with her anymore. She can't face me. This lady had 3 years ago when she was spying on me. People who work for her and who are in this, they can't face me. One person that was stalking me 2 years ago, she couldn't even turn her back on me. She knew who I was. She couldn't face me. She couldn't even turn around. She was talking to me through her back. That's how evil this matter has gotten. And this situation has just ran its course like I don't know what. But I do know that this situation is also in regards to political members and in Congress. And it's so disappointing how Congress doesn't really evaluate the people that are defending our country. It's crazy. And I just wanted to come online and speak my voice and tell you my thought and my intuition at this present time. And thank you.